I don't think I do very well talking about BrainPop. I'm sorry. So instead, I'll talk about Apex Learning. I'm Cheryl Vito, the CEO of Apex Learning. And Apex Learning is a developer and publisher of digital curriculum focused on secondary education. We partner with school districts around the country to help them implement their virtual and blended learning programs to address a range of needs that they have in their classrooms. Since we're in the growth company category, I thought I would share with you today the story of Apex as a story of an education growth company. Apex was founded in 1997, and we initially published online advanced placement courses. And when we talk about publishing courses, I'm talking about very comprehensive courses. All of the original instructional content, formative and summative assessment built into the courses. And in the case of courses like advanced placement, courses that not only align to the standards, but for advanced placement or College Board authorized courses. We published our first online advanced placement course in 1998. And by 2001, we had about annually 4,400 enrollments in our online AP courses. We were truly one of the pioneers and early innovators in the online learning space for K through 12 education. Today, online advanced placement courses are still a very significant, important component of our business. And in addition, we operate the Apex Learning Virtual School, which was where we started by providing our online AP courses purely in a virtual model. We today operate our virtual school as a service to school districts so that they're able to provide opportunities for their students that they would otherwise not be able to offer to them. Next step in our evolution, based on the demand that we had from the users of our online AP courses, was to develop general studies courses, to expand our course catalog to address what really is the majority of needs of high school education, the general studies subjects, math, science, English, social studies, world languages, and ultimately electives. We introduced our first general studies courses to the market, again in a virtual program, in the 2004-2005 school year. That drove very significant growth for the company. From 2004, when we introduced the first general studies courses, to 2006, we saw our enrollments annually grow by a factor of 5. And for a company in the business that we're in, enrollments is what drives our revenue, so enrollment growth is what we're very much focused on. At that point in time, we developed our first general studies courses. Today, we have a complete high school course catalog to meet all high school graduation requirements and address the needs of students from those not yet prepared for success in high school to those looking to accelerate with courses such as the advanced placement courses that we originally started with. But the real growth in our business and the real growth in enrollments occurred when we went beyond the virtual model. Up until this point in time, we were serving virtual schools with our curriculum. Many of the early virtual high schools used Apex Learning curriculum as their primary curriculum. And we also were serving school districts with the ability to enroll their students in Apex Learning virtual school courses to augment their course catalogs. But the next thing we found was the real need within brick and mortar schools, within high schools, and in programs serving what you might call non-traditional students. The students who have not been successful in the traditional model of high school and either are on their way to dropping out or at significant risk of dropping out. We started looking at how we could support alternative learning programs in high schools and credit recovery programs. And this really propelled the company's growth. From 2006, when we had 20,000 enrollments annually, we saw, again, a 5-fold factor in growth, and we are actually a 50-fold factor in growth. And in 2011, we had over 1 million enrollments in our courses by over 300,000 students. The vast majority of those students and the vast majority of those enrollments are students who are not at home in a virtual school program, taking all of their courses online. with a teacher at a distance, but rather the vast majority of these million enrollments are students who are in brick and mortar classrooms, taking a credit recovery program so that they can stay on track to graduate with their high school cohort, or in an alternative program where they are able to truly have a personalized learning experience so that their individual needs are met and they will actually achieve at the levels that they need to graduate from high school. Today, Apex Learning, with our general studies curriculum and our full high school course catalog, is really uniquely able to meet the needs of the full range of students, from middle school students who are moving up into high school who don't have the basic skills to be successful, and as I said earlier, all the way to those accelerating students. As we look at continuing to sustain our growth, we're looking at what are some of the drivers within K through 12 schools today. And they're topics that you're all familiar with: meeting the rigor of the new standards, the Common Core state standards and the STAR standards in Texas. We're hearing a great deal more about blended learning, and we're also hearing more about devices, tablets and mobile devices. As you might expect at Apex Learning, we are developing Common Core courses and adding those to our high school course catalog. In fact, we're building new Common Core courses from the ground up in both math and English language arts so that we can fully meet the spirit of the standards. Our curriculum is also being used, as I've already talked about, in brick and mortar classrooms to enable a wide range of blended learning programs, and our courses are supported across all devices. But we believe that as these three factors come together, there's an opportunity for a new type of product in the marketplace, and we are introducing a brand new product line to complement our comprehensive courses, a product line that we're calling tutorials. Primary instructional content that we're building again from scratch, specifically to address the Common Core state standards. This fall, we will release for use in schools Common Core tutorials in both math and English language arts. And we will shortly be able to adapt those to meet other state-specific and other specific standard requirements. We are also designing these tutorials with the recognition that classroom teachers who want to effectively implement blended learning and be in a position to personalize instruction for every student need a very, very flexible set of resources, but a set of resources that also fit into what they do in the classroom and the models they know. For example, we're designing our new Common Core tutorials with a diagnostic prescriptive capability to facilitate teachers providing exactly what each student needs based on a diagnostic pretest and then being able to track each student's individual progress. And perhaps most significantly, our new Common Core tutorials have been designed for tablet devices, for touchscreen devices. They will also run on desktop computers, laptop computers, and netbooks, but we're really moving forward in a new direction with a very different visual identity, drawing on some of the most popular attributes of games that you find on tablet devices and the types of interfaces you see there. We believe that with the combination of our comprehensive courses and our new tutorials that really provide an opportunity for us to provide solutions for every teacher in every classroom, we believe that easily we will see our total enrollments increase to over 5 million by 2016. So we're on a path for continued growth and committed to continuing to innovate to stay there. Thank you all.